Good morning, everyone. First, I want to thank God for allowing me to be able to sit here with blessings and opportunities ahead of me. I want to thank each and every one of you for taking the time out here today. I tried to write this out so I don't personally mention you. Please know it's not intentional. It takes a village to raise a child, and I want to thank my village for always being there for me. You are all the best grandparents, my aunts, uncles, cousins, nieces, nephew, my godfather, and especially my sister and brother. I love you all. I want to thank all my trainers and all my past coaches. Buff, thank you for believing in me. Coach Lewis, thank you for everything. I want to thank all of my teammates, past and present. No matter where life takes us, we will always be brothers. To my friends, thank you for always being there when I needed you all. To Coach Humphrey and his entire Lancaster coaching staff, thank you for believing in me. Coach Doug, our bond is forever. Thank you to the Texas Titans, Coach Scott, Coach Gober, and everyone else for taking care of a 7-year-old boy and teaching him the game of basketball. And a special thank you to Charlotte Jones. You will never understand how much it meant to me that you let us finish out our dream as Texas Titans. And made each and every one of us a part of your family. You were and still a major blessing in my family's life. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little emotional. I want to thank the TCU Athletic Director, Jeremiah Donati, the entire basketball coaching staff, GAs, professors, tutors, admin, the students, fans, Fine T Club, and most of every athletic program here. A special thank you to Coach Dixon, for your time and patience with me. I know it wasn't easy. And most of all, for taking a chance on a boy from Highland Hills and teaching him to lead your team. You allowed me to do things that only kids from my neighborhood can dream of. From USA Basketball, we're both gold medalists. You got two, I got one, but it's okay. To March Madness 2 years in a row. Those are memories I would cherish a lifetime, so thank you. Tay, there is so much I can thank you for. You've done so much for me. I can't say it all, so I'll just say thank you for it all. You will never know what being part of my life, you being a part of my life is meant to me. Last but not least, we all know there's one person in this room that I can't say enough about. Mom, I love you. You've helped me so much in becoming who I am, and I thank you for everything. With all that being said, I, Mike Miles, will always be a Horned Frog and never forget my time spent at TCU. Like my teammate E-Man says, why not TCU? As of today, I am announcing that I will forego my last year of eligibility and declare for the 2023 NBA Draft. Thank you.
Okay, we'll take questions for Mike.
Mike, 3-ish years ago now, when you committed to TCU, you said in your video that you wanted to put on for your city. You had opportunities to play a bunch of different places. You chose to stay home. Looking back on that experience now, how valuable was that to you? What would you say to other DFW recruits about playing in the Metro?
I would just, tell them to look at what I had accomplished here. A hometown kid going to TCU that's only 40 minutes away from where he lives. I think I made the best decision when I decided to come here. So I think every kid after me should look at that and just see that they can stay here and showcase their abilities.
When did you know you were ready to go to the NBA?
Honestly, in the middle of the season, I was playing really good. This was before my injury. So like a couple of games before my injury, I felt like I was ready. I feel like I had, did everything I could. I got better. That's all I could do. So in the middle of the season before my injury, I say is when.
When you declared for the draft last year and went through that process, what did you learn about the process? What did you learn about yourself that you're going to use to your advantage?
Well, last year when I entered, I didn't go through the process. I came back pretty early, but I already knew what they were going to say, percentages, and stuff like that, and being a better leader. So going into this year, I tried to do that, and, you can look up the percentages. The best they've been since I've been here. So I feel like I did that.
What's the one thing you're going to miss the most about being?
The family this is my home. It's been for 3 years and always will be. So just the family aspect of it, the basketball part is cool, but, just being around my team, my coaches every day is what I'm going to miss the most. Well, it's a lot. You could pick March Madness, the March Madness wins, You could pick last year when we stormed the court after we beat Kansas and Tech. Honestly, I'll pick between those two. It's hard to pick which one, but for me, I'll personally say the two March Madness wins. Yeah, I have. You know, well, league guys. What do you mean?
I mean, like, have you heard from guys who know the league, who can kind of give you some insight?
Oh, yes, sir. One of my best friends, Cade. I wish he could be here. He's not here. He's pretty busy. But you know, I talk to him almost, not every day. Like I said, he's busy, but I try to talk to him every week, and he's giving me some insight of how it is and how it goes. So, and also RJ Nimar, who was here my freshman year, he's there too. So, I've been talking to both of them, and they've taught me a lot of things.
What type of legacy do you feel like you've left here for TCU basketball for the next kids to come through?
I feel like I just left it better than what it was when I got here. Obviously we know it. TCU wasn't a big winning basketball school, and that's part of the reason why I came here. And I feel like obviously we didn't get to where we wanted to go. I didn't accomplish everything I wanted to, but I feel like the biggest thing for me is just leaving it here better than what it is when I got here.
Can you tell us more about what impact Charlotte put on some of her family life?
I've known Charlotte since fourth grade, I think, about 7. The first year the Texas Titans made a team for that young of an age, and her son was the first person there. Paxton, he's one of my closest friends too, but she means the world to me, man. She's, I was a 7-year-old boy from the hood, and she didn't care about any of that. She looked at me as family and still does. So, just loving me, I feel like is the thing I appreciate the most.
Anything else for Mike?
Why did you decide to do it this way? Now this world of social media, everyone's like, why did you decide to do it at the school?
To be honest, I feel like it would be, good to see everyone's faces. I'm gonna miss all of you. I've seen most of you, a lot of you. So just seeing you all one more time, is making me emotional. I appreciate this school. It's done so much for me. So that's the reason I did it.
You've seen Dixon and RJ and these guys coming back and then watching you play. You plan on sitting with them courtside.
Oh yeah, I'll be back. Yeah, y'all can't get rid of me that easy. I'll be back. I'll definitely be back with or without them. I'm definitely, whenever I can, I'm gonna come try and watch games.
What's your status with your degree?
I really don't. I'm probably close. I don't know. It's a great question. I was expecting basketball questions. I don't really know. That's a great question.
In case you want to
Coach? Nah, I'll leave that to Coach Dixon. I don't think that's me. Yeah, I don't think I could do that one.
Okay, thanks, Mike.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, well, he's the guy you want to talk to. I don't want to slow this thing up, but why we want to do it is because it's different. I think, I've had a lot of guys go pro in different things, but this is a local kid that had a lot of options, could have gone a lot of places, one in high school, one in AAU. I mean, we want to have all the high school coaches are here. He's got his high school coaches. He's got his AAU coaches. I just saw a coach came in there. The two GMs, Mickey and Charlotte, the general managers of the Titans. So this one's different, I think, and he's kind of a local. Don't let him hear this. Local celebrity from. I always thought it was Lancaster, but he corrected me a couple of years in Highland Hills. But it's just. It's like you said, family. There's just so many other people involved in this and have been a part of it from fourth grade, as he was saying there. And so, and then, USA Basketball and then the coaching, it's like we've had all the summers together and we just, it's just different. And he's not going anywhere and he wanted to be close to home because of the people who had been there and he wanted to stay close to home and that's part of why he wanted TCU. And so I hope this leads to, and we know it already has, but as far as guys coming from the area. So it's made a huge statement on our program and a huge statement on the school. And I just, he probably means more because of where he's come from and how it's turned out. And this is the right time. This is, Mickey and I were sitting over and I go, this feels a lot better than last year. I think somebody asked about last year. He was injured. It wasn't right. The way he played at the end of the year, this year it's time. And he played at high level. All the goals we put that he needed to do, we talked about percentages, field goal percentage. He shot 50% from the field, the guard, in the Big 12, best league in the country. I mean, that's ridiculous. He got to the 36 to 40 three-point goals, three-point percentage. So he did everything we needed to do. and he's ready. I've talked to I think that was a question, talked to the NBA people. We've talked, they're at our practices, we're talking to them, the GMs. So it's time, it's the right time. And, we want them to succeed. We want them to have an NBA career like a Desmond, like a Kenrich, not just show up there for, a couple weeks. We want a career for him, and so he's going to do great. It's the right time.
Coach, what is that process as far as, go ahead, Steve. I mean, how much work do you put in behind the scenes to reach those?
Yeah, no, I mean, he, from when he got here, and, we can talk about his body and changing it. I mean, that was a good conversation. I was like, you're about 15 pounds overweight when he showed up here the freshman year. And, it's just, it was a constant challenge, but you can see he improved. And we look at the analytics more so than just the stats, but obviously his scoring went up, his field goal percentage went up, became a better leader, like you said, a better example. He worked harder. He was more consistent in practice. He was a better practice guy. Those things. So it's what you should do. The thing I said about Desmond when people were in the draft, he got better every year he was here. Every year he got. Why wouldn't he stop getting better? He's going to get better each year, which he has done. And Mike did that. He's gotten better each year he was here, and that's I think he came here young. Desmond came here young. He came even younger. He was 17, a young 17 when he got here. So. That's where a lot of growth has come to as well.
Coach, can you talk about that process? You talk about the research, you talk to the NBA guys, you get advised. What all goes into that?
Well, I mean, obviously it's relationships and knowing people, and they're coming to practice. But the GMs, those people we talk to, and we've talked to them, and I know, but it's 6'2" guards. It's hard in the NBA. I mean, there's a list. So, but you have to be elite, and he's been elite. He's been in the best league. He's put up the numbers, and obviously everybody knows him from USA Basketball, and he played really well during that. But this was just, again, constant improvement. From year 1 to year 3, that's what we can point to. His athleticism, obviously, but I think his leadership, because he's got to run a team. He can't, you can't be letting someone else. He's going to be the point guard, and he's got to run the team.
Jamie, do you think Mike goes to the TCU Hall of Fame here, and do you have a Mike Miles moment that will always stick with you?
Well, let me think. TCU Hall of Fame. I don't know who's in charge of that, but I'll start working on it now. I think they gotta wait. But I think probably definitely. I remember we hugged at the in Latvia when we won the gold medal. So I remember that part. That was special. Mike, I think Mike alluded to that. That was special. I remember when I told him, you got to change your body. That was it, and that was. So I remember the teaching moments, I guess, Mike, on those and setting the goals. And then I talked to him about what last year. I think when we talked about because it wasn't right last year when he put his name. It wasn't the right time. He got hurt afterwards, and the workouts weren't going as we had planned. And so this is the right time. And I think we said that earlier this week. So our goal is to help guys get to the next level. That's what we want to do. And I feel like we've had a little bit to do with this. And it's the right time.
Coach, how tough has it been? Not tough, but how much of a challenge is it these days? Because a lot of these kids are doing one and done.
Yeah.
And you see it going on with.
There's no challenge. If a guy's one and done, he's going to get a guaranteed contract and go play. I mean, I'll walk him to the podium, and this is, walking year 3, walking to the podium. I mean, this is the right time, and it's everybody has a different path, a different timeline, and I think that's that was part of USA Basketball. Mike being there and seeing a couple of guys, and Cade, as he mentioned, that are in the NBA. But his path was a little different. Estridge, first time at a press conference for Estridge. So this, I think this was the right time for him. Again, Mike was younger than some of your freshmen as they come here, and some of them are 19-year-old freshmen. He was a 17-year-old freshman, and so I think this experience for him he'll remember fondly and look back at TCU. Like you said, TCU is going to be his home. And we want all of our guys, this is home, no matter how it turns out. Put your name in the draft, play a little bit, whatever it may be. This is home no matter what. Guys that transfer or leave, they still come back here. And that's the world we live in now, but that's where we want to be. But when guys have success, he's going to be here. And I think he's going to have an impact on former players in the future that we recruit, especially in the local area. This year, first year, second year, he just kept getting better, and his work ethic. He was different. He was different in practice. He went harder in practice consistently. He went hard in practice this year every day, and that was by example first. Words were there, yeah, and he'd talk, and him and Damian were kind of the leaders in that regard. E-Man too as well, but he did it. By going hard every day and carrying out what we wanted to do. Like we asked, he became a really good defender, a physical defender, and that's what we needed, and he did that. And his shot selection, I mean, I thought, just to shoot 50%, I mean, he was looking out for the team, not himself, and it's worked out.